An often tossed around question in the SMMA space is, where do I even begin when I want to find e-commerce clients for my agency, and what are some good methods that actually convert from someone who wants to schedule a meeting to someone who's actually going to be a paying client? So in today's video, I'm going to show you one way that my agency has been able to find these leads through cold email and convert them into paying clients. And it's something that you can constantly check every day. There's going to be new leads and new clients. This is just one way that I found out that works, but I'm not going to waste any more of your time. My name is Will Ross, so let's dive into it. Okay, so everything that I'm going to talk about today is going to be centered around the website MyIPMS, specifically this link up here, which is the /browse/sites tab. And essentially what this is going to be able to do is scan the internet for websites based on popularity. And so when we're going to go and do here is go into the IP owner or the parent IP, go all the way down to Shopify, which is where a lot of e-commerce stores are. If I can find it, here we go. And then the only other tab you're going to want to fill in is the popularity tab. So in my opinion, a good range is like 200 to 2,000 visitors per day. I think 2,000 visitors is maybe on the high end. I think that's getting into the medium to large kind of client space, but I will just, for the sake of argument, go to 700. And we'll see what pops up. So it'll bring a list of websites that are found on Shopify and rank them in terms of visitors per day. So we're gonna go down here and we'll pick something that looks fun. Okay, stuffcool.com, this one right here, stuffcool. So you can go all the way and like scan all of these for emails and just kind of compile a list, and I'll show you how to do that. So stuffcool.com. So now we're here, and so this looks like an iPhone case or a charger company, which is fine. Not necessarily an ideal e-commerce client, but we're gonna go with it anyway. So it says get in touch, email us. Typically, these are going to be, forms like this, or they may have like an info@stuffcool.com. We're looking for the person who is in charge of the website. We wanna find the owner, the founder, whatever it may be. So we're gonna go to an About Us page if they have one. Doesn't look like they do. So we're going to look up StuffCool owner. Once we're here, we can find that this is his name. I'm not going to try to pronounce that because I don't want to offend anybody, but we're going to type that name into the email finder tab in Hunter.io. Now, Hunter.io, if you don't know what it is, I'm a huge advocate for it. If you watch my channel, you've probably heard me talk about it before. Essentially, it scrapes websites for personal emails that you would not have found otherwise. So like, for example, if we find his email on here, it's not going to be on the website, but Hunter.io kind of goes into it and finds things that are pretty hidden. So we're going to type in his name here. It's going to take me a minute to get this last name right. Okay. Maybe I should have picked a better example. Hopefully it pops up. So we're going to go to stuffcool.com. Kind of fills it in for you. There you go. So we have his personal email at stuffcool.com. Once we have that, we can put it into a list that we're compiling. So like if you use a software like Limlist or Apollo where you can send mass emails out at one time, you can put this email in there and then kind of use the same template in terms of a cold email and fill in his name, his company name. So like, for example, if you're using a template that says hi blank, you would then put in Hemang, or however you pronounce his name, into that email template, and then like, you know, the softwares like Limlist and Apollo and maybe even HubSpot will do that for you. So this is the way that I've found is really useful in finding personal emails. You can also go and just personalize them. So like for me, I would probably take his email right here, go ahead and personalize it like into a template that I have and just send it out right then and there. I don't like putting things into a list because I'm not really outreaching every single day. I'm just like building up for one big outreach kind of like campaign, which I don't love the idea of. I think that it works really well for people, and you could do that, but I personally like to go in here and say, you know, like, hey Hemang, really like the things that StuffCool is making. I really appreciate someone who makes a really well-made iPhone case as someone who has an iPhone. So it's just like little things like that can go a very long way. That being said, like I said, the mass email approach definitely works, but MyIP.ms is something that surprisingly not a lot of people that I've talked to have heard about, but I wanted to share this information because if you don't really know where to start, if you don't know like where can I go to get these e-commerce clients or even find these e-commerce clients, there is so many ways, but this is one way that I wanted to show you today because I think it's the most valuable, I think it's the most hands-on, and it's so easy if you use Hunter.io and the methods that I've taught you. through Upwork as well. If you watch some of my videos, you know that there's a method you can use in Upwork where you can scan the website without having to actually apply. On Upwork with Hunter.io, this essentially is doing the same thing without having to go to Upwork. So Upwork is a little bit more warm, the warmer leads, and this is more cold, but a lot of people use cold email outreach as a main form of outreach, like my agency as well. So I just wanted to share that information with you guys today. Thanks so much for stopping by. I know today was a little bit of a shorter video, but this is something that I wanted to put out there for people that are kind of like just, you know, finding out where to start. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.